You're seeing all this crazy stuff go down. Curtis King just left YouTube, or announced that he was leaving YouTube. We all know Facebook is not at all helpful for a brand at this point, other than their ads platform. It makes you wonder which platforms actually allow you to reach your followers, right? For me, Twitter actually has gotten better. I thought Twitter was dead maybe a year ago, and it's not. For me, at least, I've found a way to get some pretty good engagement. But Instagram is still fairly democratic, which is ironic because it's owned by Facebook. But I made a mistake recently, and hopefully you can learn from this. I wanted to make it a topic of this video, among other things. So I posted this post about being on the Wiz Khalifa album and the Bun B and Static Selector album. Shout out to all of them, and shout out to Dream Life and Stack Trace. And I was like, damn, why didn't I get the kind of engagement that I thought I would get from this kind of post? When I posted the picture of me holding the plaque for the Rae Sremmurd album, I got way more engagement, way more likes. And so I was really sad, because I like, this is how I validate myself as a human being. If I don't get 4,000 likes on a post about some placements I got, it kind of just ruins everything and makes me feel, I don't know, like maybe I'm not as cool as I thought I was. So then I realized I had actually made a pretty major mistake. I typed this long ass explanation of the albums, and I forgot the hashtags. I did. And I used to think that stuff didn't really matter. But realistically, if I'm looking to spend some time on Instagram and check out other producers, I'm going to search a hashtag like Beatmaker, or I don't know. There are a lot of them out there, and Instagram suggests them to you. So if I'm doing it, I know other people are doing it. And the fact that I forgot this might be a reason why my engagement wasn't as high as I thought it would be. Lucky for all of us, Instagram has insights under each post that you create. So if you check these insights out, it will give you a clearer picture. And that's what I did. I checked the insights out just to make sure that my suspicions were correct, and they were. So if I go back to that original Rae Sremmurd Gold Plaque post, you'll see that the number I'm going to focus on down here is under the discovery section. So yeah, I reached a little over 23,000 people with that post. That doesn't necessarily mean I got 23,000 likes, right? I got a little over 4,000, and I got 485 comments. But to me, that's good, right? I'm not an Instagram model yet, so I'll settle for 4,000 likes. But underneath that reach number, it says accounts reached 40% weren't following you. That means 40% of those 23,000 people that I reached weren't already following me. So that means I'm reaching new people. I'm reaching a new audience, right? And then I go over to this latest post, the one that's making me feel like a failure, and I've reached about 11,000, but look at that percentage of accounts reached that were not following me to begin with. 1%, way lower. I mean, that's a huge difference. 40% versus 1%. And a major reason for that, I'm sure, is the hashtags, because when people are browsing the hashtags, they're not just checking the feeds of people that they're following. They're discovering new people. That's why that tab is called, that section is called Discovery, because you want new people who aren't familiar with you to discover you. You don't want to just continue delivering the content to the same fans over and over again. You want new ones. So in the description, if you want to learn more about how to effectively use hashtags, Adam Ivy has a great video about it. There's a link below. In addition to that, I just want to quickly talk about what went down with the Music Entrepreneur Club, because our Instagram growth happened fairly quickly. And if we go way back, all the way to the very first MEC post, before I even became one of the partners in MEC, we're going to see a couple differences. And I made a video about reverse engineering other people's marketing processes, and this is one of those situations, right? So, wait a minute. Oh, I thought Dame had actually interviewed Tierra Whack. That would have been dope. So way back, the very first post, as you can see, things are changing. The visual branding has changed quite a bit. So, all right, here's a picture of Lil Dicky. It got 36 likes. This was back in 2017, right? Here are some screenshots from live sessions. Actually, it's a video. How many views did it get? 158. TJ Chapman, because he was a guest. So, just a picture of somebody as dope as TJ Chapman is, as great as all these guests are, you're seeing that the engagement isn't nearly as high as it is today. A big part of this, I guess I must have joined around this time. You can see visual branding changing. A big part of this too was Kato's influence. If you're familiar with Kato on the Tracks Instagram, he's definitely somebody to steal ideas from. I definitely steal ideas from him. But two things started to happen. One, Dame, Kato, and I all created a schedule for ourselves where we started posting every single day on Instagram, and then utilizing Instagram Live as well on Sundays. So the consistency, now we're seeing, right at this point, we're implementing that consistency. We're posting over and over again every single day. And it's not just that we're posting a bunch of stuff. We don't need to post a picture of every sneaker we own, or, actually, Dame, I'm proud of him. He hasn't posted any dog pictures. So we're not forcing the content just for the sake of posting. We posted some funny memes. I mean, the memes always do well if they're relevant to the audience, and the audience here are independent rappers and producers and aspiring music professionals. Then we also started posting excerpts from the live feeds, and stuff like this with Ashley from Mad Decent did pretty well. More funny memes, those do well if they're relevant. We started posting relevant news headlines that have to do with music. And this is something important to note for you. You got to know your audience. You got to know what kind of content they want. We know who our audience is. It's pretty clear who they are, and so we're catering our content to them. But something else you'll notice about this is that the format's all over the place. I mean, this looks different from this, which looks different from this, which looks different from this. Eventually, we started streamlining this. Now look, there are all these similarities. The colors are consistent. And in addition, and this is a really important point, Instagram is a visual platform, right? So people think photos, video. But you can utilize text. You can bring text in. So, for example, and let's see a post that did really well. This was a major turning point. 40,000 views for this particular post. Do you want a manager to help your career? You might have it wrong. That makes a lot of people want to click on it. It's not just a video of these two having a conversation. You don't know what the hell they're talking about if there's no context. So we create these headlines both in the video itself, and then here, and then of course we're using the hashtags to reach a new audience. because that text, that part of an Instagram post is powerful. It doesn't always just have to be video. You don't have to choose between video and text, or photo and text. You can use both, and you can take advantage of both, because both have their unique benefits. And now we're at 28,000 followers, and this, trust me, this number happened within a relatively short period of time. I'd say, I think we've gotten, maybe, if we round this number up to 30, I think we've probably gotten 20,000 new followers within the last year, and it's only April. So within 2019, it's only April, so 4 months. Pretty good. And, granted, there are 3 of us, so it's easier for us to post every day. But you don't have to post every day to grow your following. You just have to, as I said, know your audience, post content that they want, use that discovery with those hashtags, create content that's eye-catching. So part of that is incorporating text into your posts, and then just finding some degree of consistency that works for you. Maybe your magic number is 1 post a week. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3, maybe your magic day is Tuesday night at 5 p.m. You just have to figure that out. But it is possible right now, as of April 21st, because it seems as though Instagram is still a social media platform that allows for a lot of discovery. So try some of these ideas out. Let me know how it works. Hopefully your Instagram following starts to grow, and as a result, you can start monetizing that following and using it to boost your career even further. Much success to you. Peace.